Hello everyone and welcome back into the Brighton career mode here on FC24. I hope you guys are ready to get back into it. I hope you guys checked out the last episode. It was our first games in the Champions League. We will go ahead and go over that now. Our first game was against Monaco in the Champions League. We had a 2-0 win, which is a very fantastic result for us. And a win over Nottingham Forest in the league. Win over West Ham in the Carabao Cup as well. A win over Man City 2-1, and then a little bit tough into the episode with a 1-1 draw against Rangers and then a 2-1 loss in the league to Aston Villa. So we got a little bit of a break here with the international break in between our next game. Our next opponent is going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves, they are currently sitting in, I believe, 19th place, maybe last. Currently sitting in 19th, right down there with Nottingham Forest. So a game that we should be winning, of course, but, who knows what's going to happen. We do have a monthly scout report here, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of these players are really worth signing, so we're going to go ahead and get to the game. We will be going with pretty much the strongest lineup we can put out. We're going to start up top, João Pedro instead of João Felix, just to get João Pedro some game time. He's had a little bit of a tough run of form this season. He's played in 11 games, which is the most on the team, but only 1 goal, so we're hoping to get him back into some goal-scoring form here. And I will go ahead and show you the Wolves lineup real quick. Had to adjust some things on it, but this is their lineup. Definitely, a lower level side in the Premier League at this point in the career mode, but they do have some pretty decent players, especially in defense. So let's go ahead and get into the game. Let's try to score a few goals. Mohamed Kudus out here to Sasha Bowie. We're going to look inside for Getza Fernandez. Back inside again for Almada. Tough shot right at the defender. Mohamed Kudus from the edge of the box. Wow. What is that animation right there? It looked like it went over the line. We are going to have to see a replay on that at some point. Hopefully there's a stoppage of play. Gone to the goal line technology if it did actually go over the line. So I suppose it didn't. But now they're pushing forward. And Verbruggen having to make a save on that one. And let's see, there is a replay coming here for that. And it looks like the ball is just barely still over the line. On the wrong side of it, of course. So that's a very, very tough angle right there. And Wolves now with a corner off of that deflection and save by Verbruggen. Sending in a cross after taking it short. And they lead 1-0 after 11 minutes. Very, very unfortunate run of play for us on one end. And then just bad defense on the other. Kudus able to get around one defender. Inside to Getza Fernandez. Gonna try to get it to Garnacho and turn outside of the defender. But unfortunately, it's good defense by Wolves again. Inside for Getza Fernandez, who finds Garnacho, and Garnacho gets that one past the keeper. Great passing there by the Brighton and Hove Albion players. We level this game at 1 just a few minutes later. Wolves pushing forward nicely here. Diatta with a cut back inside, passes it off to Crespi eventually, and Verbruggen will make the save on that shot, and we will be able to get it away momentarily. 36 minutes gone now. 1 minute of added time here at the end of the first half. Crespi pushing forward now off of a good pass from the winger. Had to take it out to the wing, though. The time is definitely up. Moretti gets his foot to it. Not his hand, of course. Julian John now going with a shot. Verbruggen has to make a save. 3 minutes gone now in this 1 minute of added time, and the referee will finally blow his whistle. Good passing here by Wolves. We're going to try to get in the way of that shot. And we're going to give up a second goal. Crespi with an excellent finish off of the passing from Wolves. Very, very good play from them. We just had our defense all out of sorts, and Sasha Bowie couldn't get back in time, and Verbruggen couldn't get a save, so down 2-1. Ready, sending Garnacho on a run down this wing. We're going to look inside. Wow, what a challenge. Almost could have been a foul, I feel like, but unfortunately, they're heading the other way now. Bringing on a few subs here in the 76th minute. Hopefully getting some fresh legs out there. Got to find a way to get a leveler here at least, because we do not want to drop points to bottom of the table teams pretty much. And we will be able to get that one away. Getza Fernandez sends João Felix on a run. And we're going to try to send, well, Bino Gittins on a run, but it ends up with Cherki. And that is a extremely heavy touch. And we will not be able to get possession of that. Gittins inside to João Felix. That's got to be a goal. 82 minutes gone. We actually need to go get the ball. I'm not sure why we're celebrating. Level the game at 2-2 here. Away from home against Wolves. We need to find a third very, very quickly. Thank you, João Felix, for that second goal. And we do win that ball back in midfield. And we send João Felix through again. This has to be in. Powerful shot to that back left corner. João Felix coming on. And 10 minutes later, scoring 2 goals and giving us the 3-2 lead here against Wolves. A fantastic comeback from the boys. And now all we have to do is hold on to the lead. Cherky turns it over. 2 minutes of added time. Should be gone, though. And the referee is going to allow them to move forward. We need some good defense there, but then they pass it back for no reason. And we win this game 3-2 against Wolves. Very, very hairy game there, especially towards the end. Did not feel like we were going to get 2 goals there in the last 10 minutes, but thankfully João Felix came on for us. And now a massive game up next for the Champions League group. We're going to be facing Porto away at Porto. They are currently leading the group. They got wins in both of their first 2 games, and we, of course, drew our last game against Rangers, so they are firmly at the top of the group, but we can obviously overtake them with a win today. We are going to go ahead and switch up the lineup just a little bit. We're going to keep João Felix up top for this game, but I am going to play Cherky in midfield along with Andy Diouf instead of Moretti. Not for any reason necessarily in particular, other than I want to get those players some game time. And then I think I'm also going to play Barco at left back to make sure he gets some game time in the Champions League as well. And I think that's the lineup we're going to go with. We will go ahead and get into this game. I imagine Porto's lineup is going to be pretty solid, given the fact that, you know, they're just a very, very notable team in Europe. So that's going to be their lineup. Not fully familiar with a lot of the players. Obviously, Joe Scally was a player we were linked with early on in this career mode, but let's go ahead and get into it. If we get 3 points here, we'll be first place in the group. Kudus holding up play, finding an overlapping run from Sasha Bowie. Don't really have a lot of options here. We're going to end up with Kudus on the ball. He'll take a shot from outside of the box, but it is right at the keeper, and he collects comfortably. João Felix holding up play, finds Kudus. Kudus, back post, Garnacho, what a save from the keeper. And they're able to clear it out. We're going to end up with it still. Kudus, nice turn around the defender. Going to go for a shot, and another save from the keeper. Porto pushing forward down here on the line. Scally inside to Namaso. Namaso pushing forward, trying to take away that cutback pass. They find it, but Verbruggen able to get a save in as well. Keeper's performing very well early on in this first half. 16 minutes gone. This one's going to be sent in. Diamande tries to clear it out. Not really sure what's happening there. They end up with it still. Garnacho trying to get a sliding challenge in there. They get a pass away to Pepe. Pepe going to keep going around. Gets around one defender, but luckily it is knocked away. Great pass in midfield. And another cutback pass. Luckily, Verbruggen with another save there. Navarro down here to Namaso. Namaso going for a pass inside to Pepe. That one did not get saved by Verbruggen that time. Another cutback pass. It's pretty much the only thing the CPU is good at in this game, and they are doing it well in this game. Finally find a final product there with Pepe. 37 minutes gone, down 1-0 again. Andy Diouf down here with a nice pass to João Felix. João Felix to Kudus. Kudus inside to get to Fernandez. Trying to outside foot it around the keeper and around the defender, but unfortunately does not find its way to the goal. Kudus going to swing this one in. Andy Diouf with an excellent header. It has been a while since we've seen Andy Diouf get a goal like that. And what a time to get it here at the end of the first half to level this game going into the second. Now we have all the momentum. Barco with a good tackle in midfield. Finds Cherky. Cherky's going to get Garnacho over here on a run. Definitely going to have to make some moves to get around these defenders. We're going to go ahead and cross this one in. Good placement for the cross. João Felix can't end up on that one. We're going to get Andy Diouf over here onto it, though. Inside to João Felix. Nowhere to go just yet. Going to go for a shot. Not a great effort. Really shouldn't have gone for a shot there, probably. Wow, good shot there by Navarro. Verbruggen having to get down to his left to make that save early on here in the second half. They will have a corner yet again. Fernandez unable to get that one away from Pepe. They're going to maintain possession of it here. They're going to push inside the box. I said Navarro earlier. I think it's Namaso. We are lucky to get that one away. João Felix by himself down here. Actually, they do have a player named Navarro. Maybe it was Navarro earlier, but we dispossess him that time. Kudu is going to try to send João Felix on a run. Going to knock it ahead of him. He's got 2 defenders on him. Has a lot of work to do here. Going to try to cut this one back inside against Fernandez. Oh, aiming for that top left corner and can't find it. Going to send Garnacho over here on a run. He's going to send João Felix on a run. Back to Garnacho. Heavy touch out in front of him. Can we get around this defender? We can't. We get a shot away. Right at the keeper, though, and he will save that one. Navarro in the box with the ball. I mean, that winger just absolutely did us dirty over there and found a ball inside to his man. And now we're down 2-1 yet again. Can we find some magic here in the last 10 minutes just like we did in the last game? The off inside to Garnacho. Garnacho through to Kudus. Kudus right at the keeper. Swinging in this corner. And we get another header. Diamande this time on it. Diamande has probably never scored for this team. Every time he gets close to scoring, it's off of a header. And it's usually way over the bar. But this time, he finds a goal for us. 2 corner goals in one game. And, yeah, I mean, I guess that was pretty decent. Now we just need one more. Grujic pushing forward now, going for a shot. Verbruggen having to make a save. No one stepping up to get in front of that man. So it looks like best case scenario, we're going to end up with a draw in this game. We're going to go ahead and get a couple players out here. That one's going to end up at the back post. And Grujic scores off of the header. Off of the set piece. They are celebrating like crazy because they are going to end up with 3 points in this game. And we are going to end up with 0. And all in all, I mean, it was a fairly even game. Pretty much a shootout. 2.9 expected goals for them. They got 3. 2.7 for us, and we got 2. Kind of makes sense. They had a little bit more possession. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't at least come away with a point. We're still sitting in second place in the group after that game. It looks like Monaco and Rangers Monaco beat Rangers in their game. So not a bad result there for us. Up next, we will have Porto again, this time the home leg of our matchups between us and them. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. But of course, we've got some games in between there. So let's go ahead and get into this next one against Fulham. Another side that's not having a great season in the Premier League, currently sitting down in 16th place, yet to win a game, 5 draws, 4 losses. So a game, again, that we should be winning. And we, of course, are currently sitting in 3rd place in the Premier League, level with Manchester United on points, but of course their goal defense slightly better. Let's go ahead and get into this game. Fulham's lineup will go as follows. They do have Adama Traore out there on the right side. A lot of decent players in their team, but again, a team we should be beating. We're going to have some rotation in the lineup. Some tired legs out there. Felix is going to stay up top. We'll bring on João Pedro at some point. Gittins out on the left. Diaz in midfield. Duarte in defense, as well as Tariq Lamptey. Having to rotate some players around for this game, but you know what? That's okay. We would love to get some game time for some of those backup players, so let's get into it. Ooh, Moretti sending Gittins out here on a run. Gittins going to wait for João Felix to make a run. No one to go to just yet. We do find Moretti. And the shot was unfortunately blocked by a defender. Tariq Lamptey able to get around his defender on the wing here. Kudus inside to Almada. Almada has to finish that. Gittins cut through midfield. João Felix looking over the top for Kudus. Kudus, I guess, technically was able to get his head to it, but keeper collects comfortably. Moretti making a move around one defender. Gittins on the edge of the box, going for a shot. Deflection will be out for a corner. I thought maybe that deflection was going to start heading towards the back of the net, which would have been crazy. Almada here to swing this one in. João Felix at the back of the box and gets absolutely hounded and taken down by Adama Traore. That easily could have been called for a penalty. And Dick on the edge of the box, inside to Duarte. Duarte, excellent pass to Almada. And that one is in off the post. Almada couldn't resist scoring in this game. 3rd time is the charm. What a pass by Duarte over to him as well. And we take a 1-0 lead after 30 minutes in this game. Beautiful goal here in off the post. Kudus, a tackle in midfield and a pass through to João Felix. And we could have a second just moments later. This is what we love to see. João Felix getting another goal. Mohamed Kudus, another goal contribution. Great tackle in midfield for Kudus as well. Uh-oh. Adama Traore pushing right through the middle of our defense. Wow. All right, well, we give up a goal 7 minutes later. Indika trying to get onto the back of Adama Traore to block him off. I don't know what was happening with our defense there, and Adama Traore just shrugs him off. And it looks like somewhere in the run of play, Duarte picked up a little bit of a knock. We're going to replace Igor for him and see how that goes. Not sure what the injury was. Didn't see him fall down or anything at any point in time. So 52 minutes gone, having to take him off. Hopefully that injury is nothing. Wow, great passing. Just absolutely fantastic passing. And I believe that might have been Lenny Jansen with the pass inside to Singo for the assist. Let's go ahead and see the replay. I think it was him. I forgot that they had Lenny Jansen. And he is making us pay for selling him, and now they have leveled this game at 2. Kudus sending a ball through to João Felix. João Felix will give us the lead back in this game. Now ahead again, 3-2. This game is going crazy. Wow. What a pass over the top here from Fulham to Lenny Jansen, who's going to just take it over to the corner for some reason. Try to cut back inside. He does so well. And sends in a cross to Adama Traore, who finishes that one in the middle of the box. 3-3 now in this game, and Lenny Jansen is the one creating all the goals for them now, so maybe we shouldn't have sold him to Fulham. Moretti inside to João Felix. João Felix, down to Bino Gittins. It might have been too late, and it was. He did score the goal, but it was just a bit offsides. And we're going to go ahead and get João Felix and Kudus off for Pedro and Garnacho because they are just very tired so far at this point in the game. So, going to get some fresh legs on. Mauricio Diaz with the ball. Sending a pass through to João Pedro, who is now through on goal. And he has to score this one, and he does. 4-3 here against Fulham. This is one of the first times we've ever had a scoreline look like this in a game. João Pedro through on goal and a great finish. 7 goals. Like I said, has not been a common thing for a single game for us in this career mode, but we love to see a shootout. It's fun to watch. Lenny Jansen pushing forward. That one is going to end up with Senko. Oh my goodness. I mean, what a bounce. Lamptey trying to clear it out. I was trying to just send it to one of our other players. It hits Ndeka, and it gets knocked in the air. And Senko there for the volley. And I mean, what a finish that is. For Bruggen, nothing he can do about it. And this game is level at 4 after 80 minutes. Lenny Jansen still down the wing, finding a pass inside to Traore again. That one off of the crossbar and then out off of Verbruggen. What is going on in this game? João Pedro finding a pass through to Almada now. Does he have the pace? And does he have the finish? He does. 5-4. Brighton and Hove Albion in the 90th minute. And you can see what it means to the players and to the fans. I mean, what a game this has been. Thiago Almada, hopefully with the winning goal here in the 90th minute. And we're going to go ahead and make a couple subs. It's actually 5 minutes of added time, which I guess makes sense with how many goals were scored in this game. They do find a pass here to Tsimikas, who will be dispossessed by Barco. We are going to clear this one down the field if we can. João Pedro wins that one. Garnacho just going to start running, and the referee will blow his whistle. And we win a 9-goal thriller, 5-4 over Fulham. Fulham giving us a run for our money. And they are still winless this season, and we will gladly take 3 points here. This game has been absolutely full of goals. 5 goals in the first game, 5 in the second, and then 9 in the third. Now we got a Carabao Cup game here. Again, a game that we are not too worried about winning necessarily. We're going to go ahead and get some backups in different positions. And we will go ahead and get into this game against Norwich, and we will be quick simming this game much like we have in all of the other Carabao Cup games. So we're going to go ahead and hit a quick sim. Against Norwich, we end up with a 2-1 win. Kirkez with a goal to win it, and João Pedro with one to start us off in that game. 2-1 win over Norwich. Moving on to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And now we've got a big contest up here against Spurs in the next game. We are sitting again still in third place, level with Manchester United on points. 1 point behind Arsenal now, who did drop some points in their last game, I believe. A few points ahead of Liverpool in fourth place. Crystal Palace up in fifth, which is insane to see. Leeds in ninth, right ahead of Spurs, who are currently sitting in 10th place, middle of the pack in the Premier League. So let's go ahead and get into this game as well. We're going to be playing with our best lineup, and I will go ahead and show you Spurs lineup once we get in here. If you remember, we sold Benjamin Sesko to them, I believe, 2 seasons ago now, and look at his overall up there in the top left, 91 overall. He is an absolute monster in this game. Heung-min Son is getting old now. He's down to a 78 overall. This is the lineup that they're going to be going with. Bernardo Silva still an 87 overall, having a fantastic year for them, I believe. So yeah, that's going to be their lineup. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys just how good Benjamin Sesko is. And yeah, hopefully our defense plays much better in this game than they did in the Fulham game, because he can score very easily. And João Felix absolutely taken out by Bernardo Silva. Straight red card 3 minutes into this game. Like I said, I mean, the AI, they are very prone to doing that. They get put on a press, and that is an absolutely crunching tackle. Hopefully João Felix is okay. I mean, I want to go check and see. Yeah, he doesn't have an injury or anything on him, so I guess he's all right. But 3 minutes into this game, Tottenham already down to 10 men. Kudus over the top to João Felix, who scores that excellent volley just after getting fouled. 5 minutes gone, 1-0 for us against Tottenham. And Kudus with a great pass from midfield over the top to João Felix, who was basically by himself. Good last-ditch effort there by the defender, but just couldn't quite get to it. And we score a goal. Fantastic finish there by João Felix with his left foot. Ooh, Kulusevski with a nice move. Still pushing down the wing here. Finds a pass into Sesko. Sesko makes a couple of moves. And there was nothing I could do there. He is very quick in this game at 91 overall now. And he levels this game at 1 after 17 minutes. Good move there. Good touches around the defenders, and nothing Verbruggen could do at all. Kudus on the edge of the box. Gonna go for a power shot. Deflected away. Oh, what a pass by Sasha Bowie. Good shot by João Felix right at the keeper, though. Comfortable save, and they eventually cleared away. Already with a pass through to Almada. Almada with a nice touch pass through to João Felix. And that's going to be a goal for us. 2-1 now here after 35 minutes. Excellent play by Almada there to get that one to João Felix. And we take a 2-1 lead. Ready down inside to Getson Fernandez. Thought about going for a shot. I will actually go for a shot now. Deflected away. Garnacho down here to Kirkez. Back inside to Garnacho. We'll look for a pass inside to João Felix. Heavy second touch. Name of the game here in the second half is to pretty much just continue to hold Tottenham off the ball. I believe at halftime we had like 68% possession, so if we can continue that, I believe we will be in a good spot to win this game, and we will definitely be a good spot to win this game with passes like that. Almada to João Felix again. That connection is starting to grow between those two, and we now have 3 goals in this game. Great passing here by the boys. Kirkez, back post, Getson Fernandez right at the keeper. Good save. Back to him. Mohamed Kudus now at the ball. Almada through to João Felix. Looking for Kudus. Kudus down to Garnacho. And Garnacho was offsides, unfortunately, so this goal will not count. Kirkez pushing down this wing. Gonna look for a pass back inside to Almada. Almada to João Felix again. Looking for that near post this time. Vicario. Another save. 68 minutes gone. We're gonna go ahead and make some subs. Get some new legs on. João Pedro going to come in up top. Turkey going to come in midfield. We've got some tired legs kind of everywhere. Garnacho will get him a rest, and I think we'll stick with that for now. Gittins down here to Turkey. Turkey pushing forward. Going to go for a shot. Vicario making the save, and hopefully in for a goal. That would have been pretty cool. Gittins with a good pass to João Pedro. Through to Turkey. Good save again by Vicario. And now 90 minutes gone, 2 minutes of added time. Pretty much nothing left to do in this game except for to run out the clock. But we will keep pushing forward if we need to. Kudus through here. Pass to Bino Gittins. Very weak shot by Bino Gittins. I mean, what are they doing? They need to clear it out. Gets it Fernandez. I was trying to just shoot it all the way over the keeper to that back post, but he will collect. 3-1 win here for us against Tottenham. I was really worried about this game before it started because, Tottenham are a very, very tough team. And, of course, Benjamin Sesko. Anything can happen with him on the ball, but we come away with 3 points because of that red card. And now on to the final game of the episode. Before we get to it, we will go ahead and look at the squad stats here. We're going to be an improvement on the numbers here. Mohamed Kudus, 6 goals, 8 assists. João Felix, 10 goals, 3 assists. A goal or an assist per game for both of those players. Very nice to see. Garnacho with 5 and 1. He's slowed down a little bit, but obviously still playing pretty decent. Thiago Almada has definitely picked it up in this episode, gotten a couple of goals and a few assists as well. And one player down here that hasn't necessarily played bad, but hasn't necessarily played too great either is Fabio Moretti. I mean, not a bad player. I do like using him still. He's very, very solid, but he just hasn't really done a whole lot this year. His match ratings haven't necessarily been bad, but, you know, like I said, haven't necessarily been great either. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game, and we are actually going to start Andy Diop over him yet again in a Champions League game. So Andy Diop getting the nod over him, but pretty much the same lineup as last game. So let's get into it, and let's get 3 points here. João Felix with the ball over here to Kudus. Kudus gonna look over the top for Almada, but I believe he was offsides. The cross was just a half second too late, but it would have been great if it wasn't. João Felix inside to Fernandez, inside to Garnacho. This one, oh, I was gonna say has to be a goal. Good save by Blanco there. Unfortunately, Garnacho not able to get his 6th goal of the season. Indica up for that header, but the keeper will save and then palm it away whenever he could have easily caught it. So that's interesting. Kudu's going to swing this one in as well. Fernandez at the back post. We're just going to end up with it. Almada inside to João Felix. Over the top. Gets in Fernandez. Tries to volley it. And then Garnacho ends up with it. And that will be a goal. 20 minutes gone. Off of the rebound. And Garnacho does get his goal to open up the scoring in this game. Lucky deflection to him, but you know what? Like I've said before, we'll always take luck when we can get it. But yeah, definitely trying to make less mistakes and trying to pass it around a little bit easier and make the simple pass because we've been turning it over in some of these games, and that's how we have been leading to goals. João Felix, oh yeah, that's a second one. Very, very comfortable finish for João Felix there. Nothing the goalie could do. And a 2-0 lead after 38 minutes. Gonzalo inside to Navarro. Navarro to Namaso. Good shot, but saved by Verbruggen. Last minute of added time, or 1 minute of added time, I guess, your last minute of the first half. They will have a corner here. We can head this one away. We'll go into the half with a 2-goal lead, and Verbruggen will collect that one, and we will gladly take that 2-goal lead in the second half. Porto pushing forward here. Pepe down the line to Navarro. Navarro holding up play momentarily, finding a pass to Romario. Pass inside to Navarro. Trying our best not to give up a goal here. That one hits off of Diamande. We're able to get away from this one. And Almada, I see a run from Garnacho. What a pass into Garnacho. Gonna look inside for João Felix, who finds Kudus, who doesn't find a goal for us. Good save by Blanco. Almada inside to Kudus. Kudus back to Almada. Back to Kudus. Going for a shot. Another save by Blanco. 61 minutes gone. We've been firmly in control of this game pretty much the whole time. And I think we're going to end up with a win here, but we still got a few more minutes to play in this game, of course, as João Felix heads that one over the bar. Navarro with the ball now. Running into his own teammate, Pepe. Pepe not taking a shot when he had the opportunity to. I'm okay with that. Sticking with him, though, and Kirkez getting in a tackle. And finally able to get the ball away. We're going to get it down the line to Garnacho here. You've got Getson Fernandez in midfield. Almada waiting for the run of Sasha Bowie. Can he get his first goal for the club? Heavy touch. So he is unable to get it past the keeper. Almada sticking with it, but it looks like it's going to be their ball. 78 minutes gone here. We're going to go ahead and get 5 subs in to get some game time for some players. Fabricio Diaz coming on, Barco coming on, a few others coming on as well. So hopefully they'll maintain our 2-goal lead here for the last few minutes of the game. I'm sure they will. Very solid players we're bringing in. And Bino Gittins is one of them, pushing down the line here. Outran by the defensive player. Navarro over here to Grifo maybe. Sasha Bowie in defense of him. Lets him get around him. Igor getting a tackle in. And then Bino Gittins getting fouled. Again, the referee not calling anything. Referee is wanting them to stay in this game. Got some money on him, I guess. They're just passing it around this side. Sasha Bowie plays some good defense, and we will send Bino Gittins on a run down here. And he might be able to get around the entire defense. He's going to keep pushing forward here. And he's going to find a goal outside of the foot shot. 3-0 over Porto to get revenge on them for last game. And we will gladly take 3 points in this game from them. And only 1 minute of added time, so we will pass it around the back. Referee blows his whistle. 3-0 win, 3 points in the bag, and you can see what it means to the home fans. I definitely think playing at home against them was a much-needed factor in this win. Playing away at their stadium last game was absolutely miserable, so happy to see us with the dub. And that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode. Couldn't have been much more successful besides, of course, the loss to Porto. Win against Wolves in the league, win against Fulham in the league. That Fulham game was insane. Of course, lost to Porto. Carabao Cup win over Norwich, which was simulated, of course. 3-1 win over Spurs was important. Felt very good to get a win against them. Obviously, they went down to 10 men, so helped out a little bit there. And then, of course, the 3-0 win over Porto to get our revenge there at the end. So, sitting in second place in the Premier League, just on goal difference behind Manchester United as of right now. I'll go ahead and leave this on the Squad Hub screen to round off the episode. You guys just saw it, but we'll show it again. And that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I hope you guys are ready for the rest of this season. It's been an incredible one so far, and I think it's going to get better as we move forward. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.